I'm Denise Week. I am Guy's mom.
So I was at my girlfriend's house at the time with two of my friends. We were hanging out doing stupid stuff that teenagers do. My friend pulled out a gun, and I don't know if he said anything, but I must have looked over and he pulled the trigger. And apparently he thought it was funny to do that, point the gun at people, pull the trigger because he thought it wasn't loaded. So in his words, he didn't know it was loaded, but you never know. I had a traumatic brain injury. They took a part of my skull out to make room for my brain to swell. I lost my right eye. I now have epilepsy. I have 7 seizures in 2022. I got diagnosed with anxiety.
It's scary as hell. I can tell you. Got the phone call 3:30 that morning and rushed over to the house that it happened at, because we live about 2 miles and there's police officers everywhere, red and blue lights. The ambulance had already left, so we rushed to ER. We were in ER for a little bit before they came in and took us to the waiting room. And then after the surgery, Dr. Broadkey, his neurosurgeon, who's amazing at St. Joe's, came in and gave us a very grim prognosis. And the whole time that I was waiting, all I thought was, I'm going to have to plan a funeral for my 17-year-old. I know it's not as bad as losing your child, but that day I did lose a part of my child. He has memory loss. He has severe seizures. On January 31st, he had a status epilepticus, and that put him in the hospital for 6 days, and he almost lost his life then because his organs started shutting down. And then with each seizure, it's even worse and they're longer. It doesn't just affect the immediate family, it affects everybody that has been surrounded or has been with Guy. I'm at a loss for words because it's just so hard to explain how terrifying and scary it is thinking that your child's going to die. But he is a miracle, and he was only in the hospital for 19 days. And we did create a book for all of the caregivers and all of the police officers, EMT, firefighters, that shows his progress and thanks them for everything that they did for him, for saving his life. And
I think it was a lot of family help, just having my mom and dad there at the same time, all the time, to be there with me, I think helped a lot. And then the awesome medical team at St. Joe's, just a lot of support in general. If you have somebody that thinks it's okay to play with guns, you need to get away from them as quick as you can. And always trust your gut. If you have a feeling about somebody or something, trust that feeling.
I think the youth today need to use words instead of guns. If you know of someone who has a weapon, please ask them to turn it in to the police, give it to a parent. It needs to be locked up. There's just so many things that I can say. That
I am a survivor.
we are a survivor.